As a minister from Quebec, do you think SNC-Lavalin should be spared from prosecution?
So as a minister from Quebec, I'm sorry?
As a minister from Quebec, do you think SNC-Lavalin should be spared from prosecution?
The Prime Minister has been very clear from the start on this important matter. This issue has been handled very carefully, very responsibly by the Prime Minister in his office, and the way forward also involves responsibility. It's a matter that is before the courts, and therefore everything that is being said needs to be said in a very responsible manner. We're going to do this responsibly, as we've done this responsibly since the start.
But do you agree with the sentiment in Quebec that SNC-Lavalin should be spared from prosecution?
In Quebec, and I was there just yesterday, and as well as across Canada, Canadians understand that governments need to be responsible. Responsibility is a key word. Until now, the government has acted responsibly on this very delicate file and will keep doing so in a manner that meets the expectations of Canadians.
In this new age of transparency and demand for transparency from voters, has your government reacted well to the scandal with SNC?
As I said, the demands made on the part of a responsible government are demands that must, in this case, respect the independence of the court system. This is a case which is in front of the courts that requires extreme caution, responsibility on the part of a government. Opposition parties have a different agenda, but when a government is in power, it needs to act responsibly. And there is a very serious concern when it comes to saying things in public that would unfortunately undermine the court system.
So responsibility and transparency are two different things.
So to be an engaged government, a responsible government in this particular context, engaged also being a transparent government, means telling Canadians that to handle this matter properly necessitates very clear responsibility. And that needs to be explained in some context. Canadians might not always understand the importance of the independence of the court system, but in most cases they do. And that requires, as I said, to handle this matter very carefully and very responsibly. We certainly want to preserve the integrity of our court system and want to preserve the confidence of Canadians in that integrity. Thank you very much for your presence, for your interest, your availability, and again, enjoy the family day.